With the first pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Andrew Luck.
Luck steps up, throwing over the middle for T.Y. Hilton. He's open at the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and Indianapolis has come all the way back.
The Washington Redskins select Robert Griffin III.
With the 75th pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Russell Wilson.
Your Seahawks, Super Bowl 48 champion.
All right, 2012, we remember it like it was yesterday, and we should. It was less than 2 years ago. It was all about Andrew Luck and RG3, the two quarterbacks at the top of the draft. We see they went 1 and 2 respectively, along with the other picks in the top 5. Trent Richardson, Matt Khalil, Justin Blackmon. Matt Money Smith here with our former NFL scout, Bucky Brooks. And as they say, Bucky, hindsight 2020. That's why they call it hindsight bias. Let's reevaluate that class with that hindsight bias. It's our latest installment of NFL.com Draft Do-Over. Bucky, some people changing their tunes. It seemed like everybody was all about Andrew Luck with the #1 pick, but there were still a select few that liked RG3. Where were you? Where did you sit in that debate, Bucky?
Come on now. I was all about Andrew Luck. I do agree with you. There was some conversation that RG3 could be the better pick, but I think it has been proven that Andrew Luck is a transcendent superstar, a guy that really is the model franchise quarterback that you look for.
Well, as you look at the top 10 after RG3, of course, the running back that now makes his home in Indianapolis, which is why the Browns have an extra pick in this particular 2014 draft. The Dancing Bear, Matt Khalil out of USC, the left tackle to the Vikings. Here is your top 10. You get a look at it. We're going to change things up in a moment. But first, Bucky, let's take a look at some of the notable names taken outside of the top 10 that year. Russell Wilson. I think that worked out pretty well for the Seattle Seahawks, coming off a Super Bowl victory. Of course, the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, Nick Foles. You have the muscle hamster, Doug Martin. Alshon Jeffrey, the big-bodied wide receiver, the game cock that went to the Chicago Bears, and your favorite guy, Dontari Poe, the defensive tackle,
Dancing Bear,
the Kansas City Chiefs. So let's get it started. #1, the Colts have a chance to do this over, to get it right, Bucky. What do?
Oh, I think 2 playoff appearances in 2 years with Andrew Luck. I think he is the pick. It's not a debate. He's #1. I'm fine with Andrew Luck being the top pick.
This is being recorded for all history.
You know what, Money? I'll put my name on Andrew Luck.
All right, you're going to put your name on that one. How about #2? RG3 coming off an injury-plagued season. What are we doing?
You know, hindsight's 2020. Now, how about we go to Wisconsin and take Russell Wilson and put him right there?
Wow.
My man Russell Wilson coming in. A lot of conversation, a lot of conjecture about he's too small to play the position, he's not big enough. Goes to the Pacific Northwest, outs Matt Flynn, wins the job. He gets Pete Carroll back on track. The Seahawks have been rolling since Russell Wilson has came in. I love the way he plays the game, not just from the pocket, but outside the pocket. He is the guy that's a nice fit. I think the Washington Redskins would love to have Russell Wilson as their quarterback.
I want to point out, your name is Bucky Brooks. It is Bucky the Badger. It would have been a lot cooler if you would have ripped your suit off and had that Wisconsin striped sweater on with a mock turtleneck. #3, Trent Richardson, no longer there.
You know, the running back position has been slightly devalued, but one thing that always has value is a linebacker that makes every play that you want to see on the field. Luke Kuechly is that guy. You're talking about a defensive rookie of the year, a dominant player, a guy that is a high motor player. Guy can run from sideline to sideline, makes plays. He has been instrumental in the Carolina Panthers getting back on track. I think if you plug him into Cleveland, I think the dog pound goes crazy with Luke Kuechly making plays.
I don't know. He made all those tackles in Boston College, but he wasn't athletic enough. That's what we heard at the Combine, and then he proved everybody wrong. To the Dancing Bear, one of my favorite guys in the draft. We saw him run that 40. Looked so smooth and elegant, Bucky.
You know,
the Vikings are keeping Matt Khalil,
look,
right?
There's always a place for a left tackle, but let's go sexy right here. Let's go wide receiver Josh Gordon. He wasn't even in the regular draft. He was a supplemental selection. Comes in. He's been dynamic. Led the league in receiving yards last year. Has really made his way in becoming a dominant player on the outside. He can do it on the vertical game. He can take short passes, make catch and run plays. He is terrific on the outside. He would probably give the Vikings the best receiver they've had since Randy Moss departed.
See, he should have a Utah Ute logo next to his name, but things went so badly off the field that he didn't even get to play a single contest for him. All right, to #5, speaking of off-the-field issues right now, Justin Blackmon and the Jaguars. So I assume you're going a different direction?
Yeah, we're going to take Justin Blackmon off the board. And how about now we go with RG3? I wish I had the new logo, but I don't have RG3's logo. But I think it's still a good fit in Jacksonville. You think about a dynamic playmaker, a guy that can make plays inside, outside the pocket, running the read option, doing things in the passing game. He is a guy that was outstanding stepping in. Had the injury, he's recovered, showing signs of getting back to form. I think RG3 is a good fit. He has a little juice and spice to what they need in Jacksonville.
Trying to figure out who the quarterbacks were in Cleveland, Minnesota, that they're passing on RG3, Bucky, when you give them Luke Kuechly and Josh Gordon. All right, let's maybe just give us one of our final 5 picks.
Come on, now. There's some people in Carolina that would say that South Carolina is the real Carolina. I disagree as a Tar Heel, but how about Alshon Jeffrey going down there playing in Charlotte, giving them a big body presence? Imagine his ability to make plays with Cam Newton throwing the ball down the field. He is a monster in the red zone. I think he can put the ball in the paint a couple times down in Carolina.
All right, well, there you go. Andrew Luck stays at 1, but this time around, Russell Wilson, goes to the Redskins. Bucky selects Bucky the Badgers, Russell Wilson. RG3 drops all the way to number 5 for the rest of Bucky's top 10 and all 32 of his first-round draft do-over selections. Check out NFL.com/draft.